The Controller of Budget has told Parliament that Kenya risked losing over 20 billion shillings every year if the country failed to pay the Anglo Leasing contract's debt. The Controller of Budget admitted to approving the recent payment of 1.46 billion shillings after undertaking a cost-benefit analysis evaluating the country's financial situation. Here's Samogina with more.
Confirmation whether indeed the Controller of Budget.
With unending questions over the puzzle that is Anglo Leasing, the Controller of Budget now says she bailed government out on the 1.4 billion shillings payment as a lesser evil, since according to her, failure to pay would have cost the country over 22 billion shillings annually to local banks.
A further delay to repay the syndicated loan, which has now been extended to August, will result in an additional 1.2 billion. The Principal Secretary, National Treasury, informed the Control of Budget that it was projected that the annual cost of arising from failure to issue the sovereign bond would be in the region of 21 billion, in addition to the 1.2 billion. And
the Control of Budget admitted to sanctioning the payments without a word from either State House or Treasury, but as an independent office guided by the Constitution. After auditing government's financial position, the Control of Budget says government was in a precarious corner. The state had failed to pay a syndicated loan of 52 billion shillings by its May 2014 due date. As such, government accrued 1.2 billion shillings penalty for extending the repayment period for 3 months, and the Anglo Leasing debt was standing in the government's only way out of the debt.
The sovereign bond, Mr. Chairman, was intended to finance the budget deficit and repay the syndicated loan of $600 million, which was due in May 2014.
The admission comes against the backdrop of court's agitation for a refund of the billions paid to Anglo Leasing firms. Although the budget controller admitted that Anglo Leasing type contracts were fraudulent, she insists that the payment was legitimate.
A very strange determination from the Attorney General that is purporting to excuse these contracts from Anglo Leasing. Yet the EACC, Ethics and Anti-Corruption, in its letter, the paragraph I've just read, refers to all those contracts as security contracts.
The Control of Budget requests Parliament to ensure that the investigations in the two contracts are expedited. The investigations should seek to unearth the architects of the scheme, and all parties found culpable should face the full force of the law.
Already 570 million shillings has been paid to banks as extension fee, while another sum of 700 million shillings is to be paid in August as interest accrued for the 3 months extension. Samogina, KTN.